Well, we're in a car, but every day is for boats, and we drove down to the cities, even though a snowstorm was coming, and, well, we got a little surprise on the back.
Today is a very special day on Rum N Boats. What we have is two ultra-rare HydroStreams. These are HydroStream Panthers, true tunnel hull design HydroStreams. A 1969, the first year, and a 1971, the last year that these were made. Few were made, few were sold. They immediately switched to a Mod V design with the pad, and there's just not many of these around. This might represent a third of all of these that still exist. It's a pretty wild story how I came to acquire this one. A guy came over to fix my furnace. I called my good buddy and asked him who I should call, and well, he told me. This guy came over and threw a part at me. He told me, you climb up there and plug that in, see if it clicks. It did. Then he told me he didn't have his pipe wrenches and I could throw that in and it'd be fine. Well, he wasn't lying. I did it and it worked. But it was just quite a character, and we got talking for a minute, and he looked around, asked what I did. I said, boats, and he said, yeah, and I got this boat here. And I said, no, you don't. You don't have a HydroStream from 1969. He said, yeah, registered to me and everything. I said, you've got a tunnel hull HydroStream from 1969. He said, yeah. I said, a Panther? He said, yeah, that's what it is, yeah. I didn't believe him, of course, so he invited me over and I checked it out. It's quite a thing. After that, well, I just had to have this one. I knew where it was and that I could purchase it, and maybe in the winter I could get a good enough deal on it that no matter how much work it took, it'd still be cool and within reason. So after checking this one out, I just had to go get it, and I did. This boat here, I don't really know how he acquired it, but he's never run it. He took it out on the lake to try it out one time after he took the 140 inline 6 off it, because someone told him he needed a bigger V6, so he found a 200 horsepower V6, put it on there and tried it out. Well, he rigged it pretty correctly. Gotta give some credit here. Someone knows what they're doing, because this is a nice jack plate, just dandy. It's all set up at about the right height. He's got a cone lower unit with a low water pickup, just ready to rock and roll. But the motor didn't stay running and the boat took on water. Well, that's no good. I got to digging and I looked under here, and well, I could see the jack plate through the transom. I thought, there was some holes down there where the other motor was mounted, and nobody bothered to plug them with anything, so no way around it. When there's holes in your boat, it's going to take on water. The motor has some carb issues. He said he went through them and the top jet looked funny, so he drilled it out and this and that. It's all adjusted funny. The timing's probably off. And we're just going to go through it and get it running and get a prop on there and let him try it out. He doesn't want to go all in on making it cool and candy paint and all of that yet. First, we just got to let him rip it a few times and see how he likes it. Boy, these boats are cool. And you look at them from the back through that tunnel, just slick. It's got the original seats in here, and they're in almost really good condition. It's rather impressive. Original gauges, they're not broken, nothing. It's just cool. I still don't know much about the holes and what's a core and what's plywood on these, but we're going to find out on this one. This boat here is going to get cut in half. We're going to take the top off. I'm going to find out what there is for a core, if there's anything. And we're going to flip it over, blueprint the hull, put fresh gel on it, make it just shiny, different rub rail, really make it cool. Then we'll rig it nice. I'm going to put maybe that motor, maybe another one. Either way, it's going to be a CDI inline 6 motor on this one. I don't think I need to go 80 miles an hour. I think mid 60s to 70s is plenty for one of these. So down in here, I got to thinking about how this might work. And well, this right here is the bottom of the boat. It's kind of crazy. You crawl under there, that's the bottom. Look here. They got a drain plug. You can see right through down to the floor in there. That's just the bottom of the boat. Now in the sponsons, there's a drain plug at the back of each sponson. And this, I imagine, is glassed in plywood just so you can have a floor in the boat. I'm not sure about that though. It's hard to tell. Either way, nothing's delaminated, which would indicate any kind of a rotten core. There may be a core going up the center and over the top of each sponson. I just don't know. We're going to have to tear it apart and find out. Get to restoring this one. I just think this is cooler than anything. Just the coolest. You got a big old tower of power. This is about the height it's going to be mounted on. Right now it's just on a stand, but that's about the height it's going to be up on a jack stand right there. Oh, I just love the look of that. We'll see how much work it is to redo this, but for now, we're just going to have to shrink wrap it, put it outside. You got to finish up Buddy's fishing boat. You can't just leave him with a mess of rotten plywood and no good carpet. Well, there's your live well. Oh, we gotta finish that one and get him back in this spot. But that guy can stay in here for a while I order some parts and get it so he can test her out a little bit and see how far he wants to take that and being cool. I can't believe there's 2 of these in the shop right now. I only got a Viper sitting outside. Every day's for boats.